Good morning, everybody. How are you doing this, well, for me, beautiful Sunday morning? It's finally getting cold out. I think it was about 30 degrees this morning. All week it has been in the upper, 80s. Awfully cold. Today compared to the rest of the week. How's everybody doing this morning? If you're not familiar, I am Dan. This is the kid back there. And this is Tweet FPV. Thanks for coming out this Sunday morning. Greatly appreciate it. It's morning-ish for me. This new time slot, doing the 1 hour streams seems to be a little more focused and to the point. Hope you guys don't mind the shorter time block, but hey, life has become extremely busy because of that thing. So not a ton of time. Hopefully you enjoyed that intro video. I had a fun time making it. It's been a while since I've flown my Whoops, and I really didn't give this little guy a whole lot of shakedown when I first got it. This is the HG0 Mobula 6 1S Whoop. Really liking it. It's a lot of fun, especially in a darkened room with all the LEDs on. Like, it looks just sharp. But it is bittersweet because now I found out how many of my packs are junk and how many are still good. And it's about half. Half of them plug in at 4.2, and then as soon as you hit the throttle, they're at 3.3. You get about 20 seconds of flight out of them. So they're in the old bucket. But the odd thing is, all the packs that are dead are all my Weebleed packs and my Nitro Nectar packs. And you know which ones are the ones that are still alive and kicking and doing well? It's the stupid Beta FPV packs. They are the worst packs out there, but for some reason, they are standing the test of time, and I do not know why. They really shouldn't. They really should not. So, very strange. Very strange that they're still working. But, yeah, anyways. So, over to the chat. Robbie Store, thank you for coming out this morning. Good morning. I know it's probably late or early. Earlier? No, later. No, I don't know. Something with you. Different part of the world. Morton Upshot, how you doing? Messing with this 1 hour late stuff. Sorry, buddy. Ram Donko, good morning, my friend. Athix, how you doing, buddy? Blizzard FPV. I like to get early and get a good seat. Yeah. Yep. I was kind of complaining about OBS. It seems like every week, every time I turn this stupid thing on, something doesn't work. The lights don't work. The cameras don't work. The capture card doesn't work. The scenes are gone. Every week it's something, and I don't understand why. But nothing usually a power cycle can't fix. Mike Bergman, how you doing this morning? Ethic says he's watching a 90s throwback show, Pagemaster. Sounds familiar, but I'm not 100% sure what that is. Yeah, doesn't look familiar. Anywho, moving on. Rick Cepeda, how you doing this morning? Rick, trying to get back into normal things. He's had his FPV live stream over on Discord yesterday, and this evening he does a 3D printing based live stream. A lot of good info in there, and just a good place to kind of relax and shoot the shit with everybody else. William Tan, how you doing this morning? Morton Upshot. This is 35 in Central Ohio. Yeah, it's about what is actually. It's up to about 40 right now. It's warming up quick, but I think the high here today is going to be in the upper 50s, which is a stark contrast from all week. We're sweating my butt off at work. Morton Upshot says, Maddie flipped the rafters. This thing weighs too much and doesn't have enough guts for me to be able to do that without smashing it on the ground. But, yeah. Mike Bergman, Sick House, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Free Range Chicken, good morning. Bitterroot, how are you doing? Michael Blade, FPV. How you doing? Sweet Man Cave. Yeah, it's, I like the way my house is laid out. All the fancy shit's upstairs and then all my shit's downstairs. This house is actually designed almost like a duplex in mind. Where I'm standing is basically an entire separate house, bedroom, bathroom, what would have been a kitchen if they would have finished putting the sink in, bathroom behind this wall, laundry room, and then the stairs go upstairs for a copy paste of down here. But it's an interesting place. It's very out of place for where I'm at. It's very northern Michigan-y, lots of exposed wood, rafters, paneling. But here in southern Alabama, it's very out of place because A, people don't have basements, and B, it's usually slab and like big open architecture and brick, but not in this place. One of the few people I know that have an actual basement. It's a walkout, not like just a hole in the ground. Alex says, how's battery life? Not good. Not good at all. It's not competitive for racing. It's good for just messing around and having fun, but it is not, it's not enough for, yeah, you wouldn't be able to get 3 minutes on a pack unless you're just like babying it. But, yeah, anyways. North 49 RC, living the dream, baby. How you doing, man? Good morning. Lawrence. Very interesting week for me with an analog revelation. Lawrence he's been, a little backstory. I don't know if he wants me to tell this, but no, I don't really give a shit. He had started his FPV adventure in DJI Land, and then to HG0 for racing, got deep into racing, and now he's starting to come back to analog. And I think a lot of people are starting to come back to analog because of its easy use, low cost, and extreme reliability. Speaking of analog, not that it's analog, but I did purchase the HG0 goggles, the analog adapter, and the 90 FPS camera. I'm super excited to give that a shot. My dailies right now, besides DJI, are the Orca Pilot 2s with the Dingleberry old school Fat Shark HG0 module hanging off the front of it. I'm actually very excited for the HG0 goggles whenever those actually materialize. It's supposed to be kind of like mid-December, so we'll see. FPV Trucker, good morning, man. From snowy Cincinnati. Yeah, my parents are up in the Detroit area, and things are getting a little snowy up there. Yeah, all right, Lawrence. So anyways, yeah, he moved back to the Orcas. Yeah, North 49 RC analog won't die. Yeah, analog will not go anywhere. It'll be here. Its popularity and development cycle, I think, its popularity won't change, but its development cycle, I think, is pretty much kind of plateaued. There's only so much you can do with analog, and I think we're pretty much there unless there's some major breakthrough in analog technology. The cameras are actually pretty damn good. Low light, and the image reproduction is actually pretty good. I don't think it's as good as HG0, but it's pretty close. Really, really good HD setup, or a really good analog setup compared to a mediocre HG0 setup, I think are very compatible or comparable. Like the breakup in that video, the little flick, the HG0 breakup. I'm sitting right here, flying upstairs. If you can't see, the ceiling above me is. Let me turn the lights on. Maybe you guys can see this. Lights on. So the ceiling is all corrugated steel, or galvanized corrugated steel. So there's literally a layer of metal between me and the floor above me, not to mention insulation, wood, cement board, tile. That's pretty damn good, you know? Like, there's a lot of stuff to go through, and the image quality is really, really good. Analog quads that have flown up there at 200 milliwatts definitely have a worse signal than the HG0 did, but it depends on how you're holding your head and whatnot. So there's definitely some variables to it. Morning Upshot says I just bought some Tattoo 1S 270 milliamp batteries, and 1 out of 5 is already weak. The other 4 are on their way out. Only 6 weeks old. I fly them down to storage. Yeah, 1S packs are like, it's hit or miss whether they're going to be good. I bought some Tattoos, some Weebleeds, and some Nitro Nectars. And I'll be honest, these are the newer Tattoos, not the old ones. The old ones were kind of shit. They all basically kind of perform the same. There were like a few that were just garbage out of the box. Most retailers, you contact them like, hey, the 1 out of 5 were crap. They're like, all right, cool, we'll send you another pack. You know, so it's worth it to contact the retailer and try to get a refund. But yeah. Anything says once you got a good set of goggles and a module, analog is good enough, reliable, and had issues with frame freezing with HDZ. Yeah, a lot of people have had issues with frame freezing. I have not. I think I'm lucky. A lot of people with the actual HG0 VRX seem to have a lot of frame freezing issues. I got the old school Fat Shark one, and I don't know. I think it might have been built better. I've had nothing but just really good dumb luck with this. The only time I had frame freezing is like when I've smashed the quad into something. But, I mean, DJI does the same thing when you hit it really hard for some reason. At least in my experience. Does Dogcom make 1S packs? Oh, let's see. Dogcom 1S. They do. Might have to try some of these out. Yeah, all my 1S packs are getting a little kind of tired. BT 2.0, that's my fave. Look at these guys. These ain't looking too bad. Too bad it's from these douchebags, but I'm sure they're made by the same people that make Tattoo, Newbie Drone. I don't know. I'm sure Dogcom doesn't make their own packs. They just license them from somebody else and slap their logo on them, just like a lot of the other manufacturers do. Thomas FEV and Towing says, I'll never get canvas mode in HD0 working. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. It's pretty easy. Buying the Snail Predator. Today is my birthday gift. Plan to put on 7-inch film. Cool, man. Yeah, .com, that's cool. Jump on that hype train for a boatload of new issues. Yeah. I did order the Avatar standalone VRX. Not sure why. The price was just too hard to pass up. I don't know when that'll show up. Whenever it does, definitely have a video on that. Anywho, Tom Campbell's one heads infinitely loose. Just a comparison video between the new Weebleeds. Are there new Weebleeds? Michael D. What was the what was the outcome there? Check out the Weebly bats. Do they have new batteries? I bought some last year. I don't know if they've changed anything. Yeah, these look the same. Yeah, these don't look like anything new. They're kind of the same construction as the Tattoos and the Nitro Nectars. And in my comparison, flying these and the Nitro Nectars back and forth, back to back, I didn't see any difference in them. They all kind of randomly died. There was no like consistent pattern to the death of these batteries. Keeping track of cycle counts, some died after like one charge in one flight, and some are still kicking. I don't know. I think it's probably just manufacturing quality. Morning, Brandon. How you doing this morning? Lawrence says the guy who runs all the British drone racing reckons I'm a fool for buying Orcas instead of HTZ, but I can have HTZ too. If they end up that good. That's one of the advantages. You can run just about anything into the Orcas, and it'll handle it. The advantage of the HD0 goggles is that it is a direct link, and it's supposed to be lower latency because there's no, I don't know the technical aspect of it, but there's basically no HDMI interface between the VRX and the optics module on the HD0, so it's lower latency. I mean, I don't know how much lower it can possibly be, but it is. Fly Ryan, good morning. How you doing? Mr. Bean says I badly need new 1S cells, but I need stick cells. I'm good 450 still. It's got 430 on the Weebleeds with, well, yeah, I don't know how many times you're going to get that with those Weebleeds. First charge, that's about it. They do taper off pretty quickly. Oh, yeah. Obviously, you can have the HD0 goggles as well. You just got to buy them. The new Weebly bats are not black. They have silver sides. Interesting. So I don't see that on their website. Maybe they just haven't updated their product images. They don't say anything about them being new or anything like that. Yeah, maybe I'll get a set of those. I need to get some more packs, so I'll give them a shot. It's back in work now. What the hell? What's the point of working if you can't enjoy what you get from it? You know. Let's see. Is this gonna work? Light list? Probably not. Why would it? Nothing works. Nothing works. Oh my god, nothing works. All right, guys. So giveaway this month is going to be the it's a brand new in the box NanoFly 16 Express LRS version. If you want to get in on this giveaway right now, go to Patreon and sign up for the $5 and up tier. The entry link for everybody else will go live when I do the live stream for the giveaway, which I think I said it was going to be on the 27th. So we got 2 weeks. But if you want to get that link now and get it out of the way, go ahead and sign up, and I'll get you in on it. This thing has been a lot of fun. The NanoFly 16. I've got a second one here. This thing has been just a blast to fly. Real low threat, GMB 27. Obviously, you can nip the end off of it, put whatever connector you want on it, but I definitely do enjoy it. More Now says, I think I'm going to buy them based on the price point from now on. The best ones also suck. I think we're talking about LiPo still. Lawrence says I fill up the 512 SSD already. No, I did not. He's referring to Steam Deck. I did not, but I want to expand now before I start dealing with doing a dual boot setup between Windows and Steam OS. Before I get too deep into it, I kind of just want to update it now. NanoFly 20. Let's see, sub 250.cam. That's their website. They got a new quad there. Newness. No, I don't want to play your games there, fool. Looks like NanoFly 16. I don't have the NanoFly 20. Is there even a NanoFly 20? Or are you just trolling me? I think you're just fucking with me. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. It's a 16. NanoFly 16. All right, Michael D sent a link to the. Oh, these are the big old fatties. Okay. Yeah, these aren't going to work in basically anything that I have. These are kind of the 450s. Yeah, those don't fit anything that I'm flying right now. I mean, they would work on like my my toothpick, but I went with XT30 on those. So, yeah, I'm not talking about the 450s. I'm talking like the 300s and under, like these guys here. And obviously, I hope no one's comparing these to these as far as flight time goes, because that shit just be dumb. Yeah, I was gonna do Windows 11 for the dual boot. There's a lot of things that I want to do on the deck that anti-cheats just are not working well with Linux. So, yeah. Oh, I'm getting Flywheel confused. Yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously, it'll work, but you're also adding a lot more weight onto something that can barely handle its normal all-up weight. But no, yeah, 450s. Yeah, I would probably do something bigger for a toothpick. I think we're at, I don't remember what size those packs are. I've got a couple GMBs with that came with XT30s. I think they're 550s. Yeah, it's these guys, these gold lines. These have been fairly good. Been pretty pleased with them as far as a 1S with an XT30. Yeah, Lawrence, I saw that the driver got updated just recently. You got footpad? Been experimenting with some new 3D printing stuff. This is it's a footpad for a home-built one-wheel balancing device. It's a one-wheel, but I'm mixing ABS for a hard surface with TPU for a little bit of give and under the foot. So we've got a little bit of flex to it. Just kind of standing out on the ground. It feels pretty good. Just trying some different printing techniques. Really got the Voron tuned in just really well. It's been, she back there. It's really been working very, very well recently. Did a couple different upgrades. Of course, there's a failed print on it right now. Now that I said something, God damn it. But it's been working way, way more better than it used to. Just a more consistent first layer, but still more mods planned for it. How do you charge 1S with XT30? Make a plug in an adapter and a plug. I charge them on any balance board with an XT30 on it, and then I just take the XT30 and connect it to the balance port. So you're feeding your XT30 voltages back to the parallel, the balance port, and it tricks the charger into thinking that it's charging a normal pack. I got a video on it. I did a long ass time ago. Let's see if I can find a link to that. All right, that's not how that works. It's sad when I can't even find my own videos. There we go. There you go. Here's a link to how I tricked the charger into charging 1S LiPos. Because I know a lot of normal hobby chargers will not charge if it doesn't see the balance port voltage. So that's an easy way to do it. I have a JB3S board and just straight charger. Then yeah, there's really no point in doing a balance charge, because if you're going to parallel charge it, it doesn't matter. So you can either just do a unbalanced charge if your charger will let you. Some chargers won't. Some just absolutely want to see that parallel or the balance port. Some will let you get away without it, but anyways, that video is just in kind of a dirty way to cheat the system, to make it think you're charging a normal pack. You could also set up a series charging cable, like the little squid thing with a bunch of different cables on it, if you want to do that. The Fractal Engineering charging boards also do the same thing, like this one here. They got over on Weebleed. Fractal Engineering. This guy sent me a bunch of his boards like in the very beginning, and they worked really well. He had some silk screening issues, little developmental problems, but he has definitely changed a lot. The way these worked is it's not a parallel board; it's a series board. It's not a balanced charging board. This is all like from here. This is all bullshit. It's just marketing wank just to get people to click on it. Because most people aren't going to be looking for a serial board, but that's what this is. This is a serial board. So as you plug more packs in there, it's going to think that you're charging a 6S pack, even though you're only charging 1S. The issue with that, with his old boards, he didn't have this jumper set up here, so you had to plug in all the batteries. Otherwise, your charger would be like, I don't know what's going on here. It would freak out. So now he does have a jumper arrangement where you can, like, if you're only going to charge 2 batteries, you just put your jumper on the 2 here, and it'll think you're charging a 2S pack, which then does actually balance charge the 1S packs. Not that you really need to balance charge 1S, because it's just not how that all works. But there's a lot more that goes into it. But yeah, these are actually really nice. SDT Mini Pro, that's what you're using. I've been using a 6 to 1 harness of a parallel board. Takes no space. Yeah, exactly. So that fractal board is essentially the same thing you're using there, Mike, except for it's just on a PCB. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. An Aircopter. That's it is the same thing, just without the limitation. I do prefer you just using the Whoop Store. Like that thing has been just freaking great. The Whoop Store V2. It seems like most of the bugs are worked out of it. It works really, really well. And then the storage function. It's just easy to live with. Plug it into a USB-C. Charge whatever batteries you want. Storage, charge whatever batteries you want. Whatever current you want. It's very easy to live with. I've been very happy with that charging board. Am I dropping frames now? Well, OBS isn't happy. It's giving me the red mark of death here, as you can see. Oh, we're kind of fluctuating. So we'll see how this goes. My internet has been absolute hot garbage for the last couple months. Let's see, it's 11:30. We got about a half hour left. YouTube not receiving enough video to retain smooth streaming. Yep, okay. For some reason, things are going to shiz here. All right, hopefully it's not glitching too bad for you guys. And this is what Athix says he's working with, is this setup right here, 1S, and then you're just doing a straight charge, which you could get away with, no problem, without having to hook up the balance charge. I think my D8 Pro Duo or whatever it is, the Hoda, won't let me actually charge without the parallel charge or the parallel. Well, I guess it probably would if I selected 1S and no, just a straight charge. I don't know. It's been a while since I've visited that issue with it. Got a couple cool things going on over on the Discord. I'm doing my annual FPV Secret Santa. I've done it for the last, I think, 3 years running now. It's a great time. If you are on my Discord and you want to get on that, I'm probably going to close down the entry in the next day or so. I've got enough people to actually make it work. And it's, you know, the typical Secret Santa. You buy something for a random person that I select for you. I give you a bunch of information that I have collected based off the entry form, and then you buy something for them. They're not necessarily like the two of you are not necessarily buying for each other. It's going to everybody. So it's been a lot of fun. A lot of people enjoyed it. I don't think anybody has gotten screwed on it, at least not that I know of. Nobody said anything. The first year, I had a bunch of people drop out at like the last minute, so I came out of pocket to provide. But if it's something that you want to get in on and you are on my Discord, go ahead and sign up over on the 2022 Secret Shopping group. You do need to be a current member of my Discord. There's been a couple people that I've kicked from it just because they don't seem to understand the concept of the Secret Santa. One guy said, if I win this, I'm like, oh, you're out. You obviously have no idea what we're talking about. But I'm going to close that in a little bit. And it'll be a lot of fun. I was going to try doing it in July, but I just didn't have the time to put it all together. It's quite a bit of work, actually. North 49RC said, just sign up for your Patreon. Sweet, man. Greatly appreciate it. If you want to be one of the cool kids up here, go to Patreon. The link is in the video description, or right there. Give you a way to sign up. Greatly appreciate it. That is what keeps this whole thing going. Ram Doc says, I got a 4S squid. It was very cheap. Yeah, that is the cheapest, most effective way to go. How much puffiness is too much puff? No such thing as too much puff. You just go until the pack doesn't work anymore. Obviously, be mindful while you're charging it. I've had packs that are like twice their size, like especially 1S, where they're ballooned up to the point where like the foil is folded out. As long as they work, they work. As soon as I start seeing a degradation in performance, they go right into the bucket, and they gone. Yeah, my first try was no result, but I plan to look again. I don't know what we're talking about there. I'd like to make TPU battery straps. Anyone else tries with success? No, I've seen like 1S. Well, I mean, there's like a little zip tie type thing out of TPU that might work for like 1S, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, Brandon, exactly why. Lipo straps are free for the most part as long as you buy something. Yeah, unless you're making like a 1S type of like loop sled thing. Like the Nanofly has a loop on it, and it kind of sucks. It's very hard to get some of the some packs in there. The foil tends to get in the way. But yeah, either way, still works. Man, what is going on here? It's like my home network's skipping. I don't know if it's even the internet. I think it's the intranet that's crapping itself. Running the old speed test here on the Steam Deck. Stream Deck, what do you want to call it? Let's see, 57 milliseconds of latency, 33 down, 3.7 up. My internet sucks. That's actually fairly decent for my internet, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean that's the problem with trying to do like a TPU mount for a battery. If the battery has any weight to it, unless you really get that print to grip the shit out of the battery, as soon as you hit something, it's going to fly out. You need a way to tension down on it, which even with... So this is kind of the issue that people run into just strapping stuff down in their truck. Like you get a set of tie downs, you know, the kinds with the little toggle buckle on, not the ratchet style. Unless whatever it is you're strapping down has any sort of compression to it, they don't work because you can't compress into it. Like for a LiPo, you need almost like you need a squishy battery pad for something to compress as you're tightening down the LiPo strap, provided the LiPo strap isn't stretching at all. If the LiPo strap has a little bit of stretch to it, that'll help as well, which actually might add to why a TPU LiPo strap might actually work a little bit. I don't know. I don't think the issue is broken, or the system is broken the way it is. I think there could be better ways of managing your LiPo strap, battery, the balance port, all that stuff could be better. But it's like once you figure out a setup, you kind of stick with it. The Kevlar battery straps are like the way to go. I've ripped so many of the cheap, like I don't, like when I buy something from the typical retailers, if they say, do you want a LiPo strap? I say, no, I don't want that shit because they suck. They're good for like holding bundles of sticks together, you know, like that's all I use them for is other things. Holding wire bundle runs on my computer, things like that. Yeah, there's my network connection is bad. I don't know if it's my local connection or if it's actually like the internet. I'm sure it's probably both. The Kevlar runs through the entire strap down the length of it, not just the rubbery part. It's also in the stitching where it loops over for the buckle. Get her off the PC, she's draining resources. Yeah, no kidding, right? My network can barely handle more than one person on it. Is it like dead? No, it should be dead. You just got an ad? How the fuck do you get an ad? What the fuck? Someone's playing Fall Guys in the house. Just ended? What? I don't know what the hell's going on. I wonder if it... Yeah, there's a huge dip in my... Huh, it does look like it may have booted everybody. Right about there. Looks like it might have dumped a bunch of people. I don't know. Seems like everybody's having issues streaming lately. Hook loop goes bad very quickly. Yeah, it does go bad quickly, but it seems like I break the strap before that happens. Just got bumped. What the heck? Dual lock is a good extra measure to hold the LiPo onto the quad. It seems like it may have ended my live stream and started it over. I think that's probably why everybody got an ad, because I have not gotten the notification to insert an ad, although I still have the button up here to do it. But I think what it seems like happened is, I mean, even my analytics page just doesn't make any sense here. What the hell? October 9th live stream. What the hell? Yeah, it must have just stopped. Yeah, right, Brandon. YouTube's, you don't want to push that button? We'll do it for you. No kidding. I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's me. OBS isn't happy with the connection quality I got going on here. I saw a video from Canasty like years ago where he had this FPV tweak hack where he was like taking pieces of tape and wrapping them around the lipo and then turning the tape upside down and wrapping them around the lipo and like 10 minutes a pack making a little loop to insert your balance lead. I'm like, just grab a fucking rubber band and wrap it around it. Like, that's how I hold the balance lead out of harm's way. It's rubber band. I BAME the tubes, yeah. The internet tubes. Alright, FPV trucker, thanks. Alright, it's 11:45. I was gonna do a super chat giveaway if anybody wants to do that. I don't know. I got a bag of stuff here. Who wants to win a QAVR V2 frame? Anyone want to get a frame? Want a frame? Who wants a frame? Who wants to win a frame? Brandon, I think you might be interested in this. I've got this is a Beta FPV 1S Quicksilver, I think 1S board there. It's one of the or silverware, sorry, one of the funner quads I've had. You know what? This is getting old. I'm down to 10 viewers here. You know what? I think I'm just gonna call it for the day. Yeah, it's one of the old G brushless one. But, my viewership's down to 3. All right, guys, I'm sick of YouTube right now. This isn't going well. I don't know what's going on, but yep, looks like everybody's pretty much dropped off the live stream, so I think I'm just gonna call it a day. Not Comcast, I'm on CenturyLink. My analytics says 3. 0. Here we go. I'm up to 0 now. All right, stream's dead. Thanks a lot, YouTube. I don't know what's going on here. Let me try refreshing my own page. "24 concurrent viewers," but then the thing in the bottom says 0. All right. Yeah, I don't know. You're definitely here, but the analytics are saying otherwise. Warning bitrate. Oh, all right. All right, guys. Yeah. Well, it's definitely not 0. I don't know why it's saying 0. Anyways, there's 10 minutes left. I've lost the will to live on this one. The internet is just being really bad. No, you're here. YouTube doesn't think you're here, so that's great. Plus, I gotta go to the bathroom. So, all right, guys, we'll see you next weekend. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.